be cameras, and it's like, okay, something's up. I had not agreed to that, actually.
Take me through that situation.
Well, what?
Again, let's stop it for a second before they go a little further. We saw cameras from the WWE and said, something may be afoot. Something. WWE cameras are here. Should we drop the belts? And of course, that is what happened. They dropped the belts, and then Dragon Lee immediately announced he's going to WWE right after he beat FTR. But let's go back to this.
We had agreed that FTR would go down and wrestle Rush and Dralistico, and then something happened during the day where Dragon Lee was in there. I was up doing a show in Denver that day, and I remember I was with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe had a match that night. It was December 30th in 2022, and I talked to FTR, and they said there's some kind of strange stuff going on here. And then right after Dynamite ended, that match went off, and they announced that Dragon Lee was signing with WWE, and he still had FTR's name on the plate. So it was really a double cross.
Yeah.
And that would never happen now. That's one of those things that would never happen now.
It would never happen now because of the politics in Mexico, or because of the way that you
Salvador and I are brothers. Like, you know, I have a very close relationship with them. I don't.
Let me stop for a second there. Oh boy, well, I'll never get fooled again because this guy really likes me. Just because you get high with someone doesn't mean you're brothers. That's what I always say. Oh, is he going to follow this up with saying because we have contracts in place or specific written documents or some framework of a deal here, or just because this guy likes me more than the other guys liked me? There's a little bit left. Let's hear what he says.
Believe he would ever betray me like that, and I would never betray him like that. And, you know, if we wanted to do something on a show, we would talk to each other. We wouldn't be making subs or changing stuff out or switching allegiances mid-show.
Very much so.
I don't think I've ever said that, but here, you know, I think it's a good story for you and your audience, and I like you. So, you know,
that's greatly appreciated.
Well, there it is. I don't know who. And I like you, and you'd never betray me. And I would never betray you either, so I'll just tell you how that this other guy betrayed me because I thought he liked me too. Well, again, I'd like to give credit to whoever this is. I don't know who this is. It says Q101 in the corner here. Are you sure he wants the credit? What do you think of what Tony's saying here? You know, we've talked a lot about WWE messing with him, you know, just this past weekend. In terms of, oh, you got your big show? We're going to run as many shows as we can with as many stars as we can, trying to hit as many audiences as we can. This is a different animal. Who, if anyone, did something wrong here in your eyes? Obviously, Tony thought he had a deal with AAA. Again, if it's not on paper, of all companies, I don't know why you would trust AAA. Yeah. But Tony seemed to think everything was happening. FTR smelled something in the air. It smelled like rain. WWE cameras were there. I mean, that's like a 1983 Vince move. Why is Steve Taylor running around giving everyone his business card? What the hell is that? That Pat Patterson up in the stands in that baseball cap? What do you think of this story? Well, first of all, that's when I was talking earlier about being able to work with Bill Watts, WCW, Smoky Mountain Wrestling. You have to know. I had a handshake deal. I'm scoffing at this guy. But one of the things is you have to know who you can have those kind of deals with. And once you cross country borders, the possibilities go drastically down unless you're dealing with the reanimated corpse of Giant Baba as to whether, you know, you need something in writing. But you try to work with like-minded people and promoters when you're sharing talent so that everybody's on the same page. And again, it's hard enough to enforce if he's sending his talent out. It's hard enough to enforce it when you get some guy who wants to go into business for himself or do something shady in Poughkeepsie, much less in Mexico or Japan or somewhere you've got no recourse with, except to tell your talent, if anything changes or goes sideways, is not what we agreed on, just fucking leave.